And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard. Everyone's laughing, by the way, but it's true because everybody's heard it too. Everyone heard it, right? They look at all, everyone's like, yeah, big piece of dog shit.
So the time has come for your boy Chuck to sit down and talk about that film that I've just been trashing up to its release. If you have been following along over here at the channel, you will know that I have not been the biggest supporter up to Captain America Brave New World's release. I feel when I think about Captain America, I think Steve Rogers. I think most of the population out there thinks Steve Rogers. It's a quite baffling decision. I feel it's not a smart move. It's time for me to review this. But before we get into today's review, if you are returning, you already know what I'm about to say. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Chuck, who loves to come to you off the cuff with all that comic book movie stuff. That means I'm coming to you straight off the dome, no scripts. Let's go. So in today's review, we are reviewing Captain America Brave New World. In my opinion, that title should have been reworked into something like Captain America Brave New Choice, because for y'all to think that y'all were going to get a good Captain America movie with no Captain America present.
So we don't have the capacity.
When I tell you, all the trash talk going into it was definitely warranted. They didn't prove me wrong. They didn't bring me a great film. No. This was utter and complete miss for me. Like, yeah, nothing connected. There was nothing I could say about this film as in good. There's nothing I could point to like, oh, yeah, this was so good about. I think it was a bad job all around. I seen it coming for months with all the stories we heard on it. I already knew it was not going to be a good film. Now, can I say it's the worst Marvel film out there? Nah, I wouldn't say it's the worst Marvel film out there. We still got things out there like The Marvels, Doctor Strange, Mom. So there's a couple things that, it's better than, but is it good? By any stretch of the imagination, I will not sit down here and call it that. Nah, it's not good. When we talk about the dialogue in the film, the piss poor dialogue, I don't know what they thought they were doing, what writers they had in there. Yeah, there's just no nuance at all. It's straight on the nose ass dialogue. It's flat. You could get better writing on the CW. Besides the dialogue, we got to talk about the delivery, the acting in this film. Oh my gosh, when I tell you there's no take-home performance, and I wouldn't expect that with the film being led by Anthony Mackie, but you had names in there like Giancarlo Esposito. You'd have thought spice things up. You also had Harrison Ford, and it just seems like with him at this point in his career, brother just there for a paycheck, because the last couple movies I've known him to be in definitely done been bombs, and I guess that don't bother him, and it seems like this one is on its way. This one seems to be on its way. Hey, definitely going to be an uphill battle looking at the numbers of it. Because, again, nobody in this film showed me anything special as far as the actor-wise. But I don't know why I would expect that from a film that was reshot 5 times. It's like you get around to this, like, the third time, you're like, God damn, I want to be done with this. Because I know me personally, when I go to work every day, I don't like to be told to do things more than twice. If I gotta do something, if I gotta repeat myself more than twice, we got a problem. I'm gonna get irritated. So for me to come back, I guess I can understand, the actor's flat performance. It seems like a lot of you guys were calling it in, and I guess I can understand that. I mean, you had to reshoot it. Film was reshot to hell. You probably was over the whole experience. But again, the acting, piss poor. Not a fan of it. Action, garbage. Stilted, stupid looking action. The action in here, some of the most clownish shit I ever seen in my life. You telling me we got a 4-foot nothing in this character, Sabra or whatever her name is, the one you did all the changes from the comics that nobody even knows anyway, so it wouldn't even really been a problem. We got this 4-foot nothing, 74.5-pound woman, no super soldier serum, tossing around 245-pound grown man. Stop it. Get out of here. Stop it, Jack. We not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit out here. Nah. I don't know, again, who they were aiming to please with this, but again, it's a big disappointment for me all around. Like, when we look into the story of this thing, again, we start to film off. We know that Thaddeus Ross has claimed the seat of the presidency, and we see the new Captain America on mission to save a Catholic missionary that has been attacked by the Serpent Society and Sidewinder. It looks like they're trying to set up a deal to sell the only specimen of live adamantium on Earth to a mysterious buyer. We got Falcon America coming in, making his landing, and again, you look at this guy and he just got on everybody else's gear. It's like, who are you? Who are you trying to be? I don't know. He saves the nuns and, the priests, and he retrieves the sample of adamantium from Sidewinder. We figure out, that his recruit, the new Falcon, is still around after the 2 years it's been since Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They both been working together, building their friendship and bond. After that, we figure out what they've been up to. We move on to see these guys meet up with Isaiah, another returning character from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. While they're in this training session with Isaiah, Sam lets Isaiah know he's been invited to the president's treaty signing for the celestial mass that was left in the ocean oh so many years ago. Funny enough, they decide to touch on that in a Captain America film. Well, no, Captain America. Like, I'm going to keep stressing that point. No matter how many times they end the film, hey, Cap, hey, Cap, hey, Cap, all I see is Falcon.
Okay? You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
You can save it. But anyway, he invites Isaiah to come along to the treaty signing with him as his guest. Although reluctant, and hesitant to go, He goes on with them to the treaty signing, and once there, as you've seen in the trailers, Isaiah flips out. In the movie, they show there's some type of mind control technology flashing on the phone along with some music being playing, like some old school song. I think it's probably like a song from the 60s, 50s, or before, the way it sounds, that they play, and that is what essentially starts the mind control. From there, we see Isaiah try to take out the president, and we see his little women of power jump into action. I guess the black chick that's always with the president is supposedly Sam's former love interest, or was his love interest in the comics. I think her name Keela or something like that.
Oh, shit.
And the other one, we got Sabra, the one I'd already talked about, the 4'0" nothing. She jumps into action to try to stop Isaiah along with Sam. Isaiah also attacks the other world leaders, compromising the whole treaty. Once, they apprehend him and stop all the other goons that attack, it seems that the treaty is falling apart. Isaiah is imprisoned, and Sam is out on a mission to prove his friend, mentor, father figure, whatever that relationship is there, to prove his innocence. The president is having none of that. He don't want to hear it. He don't want Sam involved with the situation. He feels he's too close. So he puts his little head of security agent on it, Sabra. So from there, we see Falcon again continue to do his investigation anyway against the president's orders. That leads him into another conflict with Sidewinder, and boy, I tell you, that fight scene with him and Sidewinder just was some of the most trash shit I've ever seen when it comes to fight choreography. Just don't look good. Sorry, buddy. And I don't understand why we took Seth Rollins out just to put Giancarlo Esposito in there. If it was the Serpent Society, couldn't we maybe kept Seth Rollins in there and made Giancarlo Esposito somebody else within the Serpent Society, maybe pulling the strings? I really didn't want to see this guy in here if this was what he was going to be, just in a one sloppy ass fucking film fight scene. It's a waste of a talent. Didn't even need that. He fights with him, and that leads him over to Camp Echo 1, and The whole time Falcon is doing his investigation, old Cyber is conducting an investigation of her own on the back end. And it basically, their investigation leads them to the same place. They come out to discover that it has been the leader who has mysteriously popped up since the Hawks events that were supposedly based in 2011. This film based in 2026. Come to find out, he's the one that crashed the treaty. He's the one that was selling the adamantium or tried to set up the deal for the adamantium with Sidewinder. He's basically trying to compromise everything the president has going on right now because unbeknownst to us, for the last, almost 20-something years that he's been keeping General Thaddeus alive, I guess, with heart medication irradiated with gamma. So in the long run, he's been poisoned with gamma radiation with some heart medication. And the only reason that General Ross kept him in prison is because, again, his heart was bad and he needed someone to figure out what was going on with his heart.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
I mean, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. But in the comics, he went to MODOK and became Hulk. Just because out of the hate he had for the Hulk and so tired of fighting him with regular measures. But no, let's go where he was, unknowingly poisoned with pills and now he's the Red Hulk. Okay, whatever. It's your movie, not mine. Now that they know who they are fighting and they know what the entire issue is, they go to confront the president. But before they get there, there's a battle that busts out between the U.S. and Japan over this treaty. And before the battle can fully get started, that's where we see the scene of Sam and his little sidekick intervene in the conflict. And I must say, that's out of everything in the film, that's probably the best action scene you're going to get. That's the best part of the movie, in my opinion, like as far as action, story. Like, yeah, I like that part of the film. That was the best part of the film. Only thing I can really call out in the film and say, oh, yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. That was cool. Seeing Falcon be Falcon. Do his sidekick shit. Because, again, he's not Captain America. They wrap up that whole conflict, of course, without someone coming out unscathed. New Falcon is benched for the rest of the film. Sam feels horrible. On his way to apprehend the leader go ahead and activates that gamma poisoning that you see, what that I informed you of. And we get that fight between Red Hulk and Captain America. And boy, oh boy, it's just so garbage. It just makes the Hulk look goofy. So you're telling me he can get beat by a man just with wings, with vibranium wings and a shield?
I'm fine, no. That ain't.
Again, there was a scene where Red Hulk swung a light pole that he ripped out of the ground at Sam, and he caught it with his hands. Not even the regular Captain America can do that. It's like they just do so much dumb shit, and they're trying so hard to make you believe in this film that Sam is something that he is not. That guy. He will never be that guy. He's not. He's not Captain America. He's not even that guy as Falcon. This is a sidekick we're talking about, essentially. This whole fight scene was just bullshit all around. I didn't like nothing about it. Again, it just made Hulk look dumb as and weak. So you're telling me now all it takes is one regular man in a vibranium suit to beat the Hulk, when we was having the Hulk get tore down previously by guys like Thanos, Thor, Tony, and the Hulkbuster gear. Now all of a sudden it just takes, it don't take nothing special about you. Just give you the Captain America shield and some vibranium wings, you'd be good to go. Throw in Ant-Man's helmet for the look.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product.
Again, this film is garbage. This film is trash. It is one of the worst Marvel films that I've seen. Again, to call back to that review that I seen on Rotten Tomatoes last week, this is definitely a Temu knockoff of The Winter Soldier. Oh man, the heights that the Captain America franchise have fallen from it's definitely sad to see. And the heights that the studio has fallen from, the new lows that we are at for the Marvel Universe, it's just sad. I'm tired of it. And if this is what the rest of the year is going to be like, oh my gosh, boy, oh boy. Woo, we got some rough reviews to get through, but I wanted to let the film be out for a week and let everybody get their opinions on it. I don't want my reviews to be like something that steer you away from the film or steer you to go see the film. I want you to see the film and then come back and converse with me and, let me know your thoughts down below. And if you agree with my review, let me know down there below too. But again, if you are returning, I do have to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I greatly appreciate my continued supporters over here that, you know, always come back and show support. If you are new and like the content, consider, you know, dropping a like, leaving a comment, so you can always see, you know, content like this. We do reviews, we do quick hits where you get quick little segments of news, we do ranking videos, all type of stuff. Come tap in with your boy Chuck. But again, let me know your thoughts down below. Did you like the film? I certainly did not. Marvel is sunk into a new low. Superman, I hope you win this year for us, man. It's me, your boy Chuck. We out.